Hello, and welcome back to the land of our elders. We pick up with our lovely little pathetic man with dead family, ha ha ha, Damien. On your last excursion, you decided to travel on the road to Northwich, because you're interested to meet up with the Beastmen Guild there, as it was your only clue as to where to go. Yes, Northwich. Do you have anything to say, Damien?
Oh boy, I sure hope I find help.
Excellent. Now then, as you're traveling along the road northwards towards Northwich, you sadly come across a, well, unfamiliar and familiar face all at the same time. In front of you is a pack of 5 goblins.
Have they noticed me?
Yes, indeed they have, my unstealthy friend.
Hey, it's the shoes. Well, am I on a path, or...
You're on a path, yes. You're on the road.
I'm going to take a shot at them with my arrow.
Very well. Give me a roll.
$61.
Your arrow flies off into the trees, completely missing anything even resembling a goblin. They surround you.
I'm going to run.
I said they surround you.
Yeah, but these things are like super tiny.
If you want to run away, you're going to need to attempt a dex roll to manage to get away from their grasp.
I'm going to try and run away from them going forward, following the path. Which one do I need to roll?
You need to roll your D100.
That'd be a 43.
Excellent. You leap over the goblins in front of you and charge forward upwards along the path. You are now fleeing the goblins towards Northwich.
Can I see Northwich? Is it in sight?
No.
Okay, I'm going to keep on running. Can I take a shot at the goblins with my bow while I run?
Give me a dex roll.
2.
A 2? Very well. You may. You're adept enough to be able to attempt a shot. Give me another roll to see how successful your shot may or may not land.
31.
Excellent! You shoot a goblin right in the knee, and it stumbles. It's not dead, but it won't be able to pursue you any farther. There are now only 4 goblins pursuing you, and you seem to have slowed them down quite a bit.
I'm going to keep charging I'm going to keep charging.
Just as you do so, you see something up ahead, and you hear a voice call out to you. Hey, you there! Just a bit further! Keep going!
I'm going to go into a full dash towards the voice.
You continue along up through the path, making out ahead of you what the voice was. The humanesque figure is a man wearing plate mail, not full plate, but a breastplate and a chain skirt of sorts. He has in his hand a long sword, and he rushes past you as you go along towards the goblins.
Wait, what are you doing?
What?
Oh, I was speaking in character.
Oh. He rushes past you towards the goblins, and in a single sweep of his long sword, he cleaves the head off of 2 of them. The others become scared and run off.
Can I take a shot at at one of the fleeing goblins?
Sure, give me a roll.
53.
Unfortunately, they're a bit too out of range for you at this point, and your shot lands before just a bit short.
Damn it.
The man turns back around and introduces himself. Whoa, that was a close one there, friend. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Who are you?
He reaches out his hand to shake yours.
I kindly accept and shake his hand.
My name's Ramon. I'm the Guildhall Master up in Northwich.
My name is Damien Wardman. I just came from the next town over.
Erelon, it was the name.
I know, that's the point.
No, but you didn't say the name. I thought you forgot.
I didn't.
The next town over? Do you mean Erelon?
Yeah.
There's nothing there. Why were you in Erelon?
I lived there previously.
You lived there? Oh my. Well, you'd best come with me then. I don't know if you know them, but there's a few people from Erelon that have been up in my guild hall, held up for a little while. We've been working out how to deal with the goblin problem. I didn't know anyone else had survived.
Only survived due to circumstance.
Well, anyway, why don't you travel up with me? I'll take you to the guild hall. I'm sure they're not far.
Of course, lead the way.
Very well, you follow Ramon all the way back to the town of Northwich and enter into the guild hall. It's a fairly good-sized hall, considering the size of the town and the size of the region, as it is not one of the more wealthier regions. The main area has a lot of tables and chairs, and there's areas you can see upstairs with beds, doors leading to various places, one of which you assume to be some form of a library, one leading out which you assume to be some sort of courtyard area, possibly for sparring. And Ramon brings you over to what you assume to be the other survivors from the town of Erelon.
Percent of all the water comes out of his mouth.
He's sloppy.
Hello!
Greetings!
Ramon comes up with a new face that you've not seen before into the guild hall and begins to introduce you.
Yeah, we were in the guild hall in the library. I think.
I take a step forward.
It's good to see that you are all of good spirits, I assume. You'll never believe what I've found.
We were just talking about how lively Dorfin's been lately.
Oh, yes.
He's so talkative today.
Dorvin, a quick note, Dorvin, because of the recent heat of the Inquisition being in town, left out of town to study his books.
So he went to go find a quiet place?
Yes, he had to leave town because of the Inquisitors. He was afraid of being found out. But he will be back.
Oh, I hope he's back soon.
He'll probably
Anyway.
never come back. He's with people
What?
that he thinks are better than us.
No, he's got that cool book.
He likes that book
more.
more than us.
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, I wanted to find out more about that book.
So did we all.
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll be back and we'll find out.
I take a step forward.
Ramon says to all of you, I found this boy here on the road from Erelon to Northwich. Apparently, he's another survivor of that town.
Oh, another survivor of Northwich, eh?
I didn't.
Oh, we were
really-
the only ones.
I thought I was the only one as well.
Hey, look at that. Survivor buddies. Woohoo.
Your optimism is concerning.
I mean, it's not optimism, we lived. That is just a fact.
Did you fight any goblins?
I did. I broke my arm.
Oh,
See? And I point towards my sling, even though my arm's currently not broken.
They don't need to know that.
I didn't tell him that, though.
It was a psychic thing.
well, hopefully that heals soon enough. Who is she?
Yeah. Oh, I have a feeling it will.
Ramon says to you, well, I have a lot of work to do. I'm glad to see you're all right. I'll let you guys get to know each other, I suppose. I have some work to do. I'll see you later.
Whoa, hold the phone, Ramon. What work you got to do?
Well, now that we have word by the princess of the castle, or not princess, sorry, but the lord's daughter of Castle Greenfield that will have funding, I need to send word down to the Citadel for reinforcements up here, so that I can get together a large enough force that I might go after the Goblin City.
Wait, there's a goblin city?
Why,
There's
yes.
Probably a couple.
The Goblin City. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you not aware? I mean, you were from Erelon, correct? The goblins destroyed that town.
Yes, but I wasn't there when it was destroyed.
Ah, that must be how you have survived then. I see. Well, I'm afraid the town was completely destroyed and overrun by goblins, a number of which quite massive in scale, and we've assumed that it must be a goblin city.
Do you all know where it may be from here?
Of course. On the map, he points out to you. Considering where the goblins had come from and their activity in the area, we've already discerned that they must be somewhere in the forest west of Erelon, or what used to be Erelon.
Alright.
Anyway, was there any other questions you had for me before I head off?
No. That's about it for me.
Ramon leaves the library. The three of you are now alone in the library.
My name's Damien. Who are you?
Party?
Where are you from?
Erelon.
Nowhere else?
Vidar,
No.
we can't hear you. Okay, Vidar seems to be very, very well enveloped in a good read right now. Just such a fascinating book. Iris, what are you saying to Damien right now?
I've never really heard any rumors about Erelon people.
We're not very kind.
Well,
Hello.
Well,
Oh!
Hello?
is he okay?
Ah!
he just wakes up from his book, realizing that there's a stranger suddenly.
I wasn't. What?
Apparently you passed
I'm
out
fine.
and suddenly awoke.
I'm fine. I'm fine. This happens from time to time. Well, not.
Yes.
No. Well,
This happens from time to time. You just fall asleep.
no. But
You
I
don't
know
sleep.
people who do. Yes. That's it. I don't sleep.
So
and
when
that's
you
probably why I
got
did.
drunk that time at the tavern and passed out, that definitely did not happen.
Nope.
Sure.
Anywho, yeah, Damien, was it?
Yeah.
Well, Damien, are you, pardon me for asking, but, are you, good at anything? I don't mean that in a condescending way either. I mean, like, what are you good at?
I have been living on the land for the last 3 years. I've done my fair share of hunting, tracking animals. I use a bow right here. I show him. I point to the bow that I have.
It's not as good as mine.
Probably not, no. I had to make this one myself.
Iris, don't you have, like, a really crappy bow?
I have a crossbow. Does a d6.
What's a D6?
I don't
She's
know.
lost it.
I'm saying that I was gonna make a pun, but it just wasn't worth it.
Well, it's bad. Please don't ever do them again.
So, Damien, you said, are you, we're currently, well, I mean, I guess our
What are you
main
after?
goal is... Oh, yes. Yes. I was kind of getting to that.
You're slow.
Sorry.
Well, I was looking for assistance. As you already know, Erelon's gone. And, well, at this point, I'm just looking to kill more goblins.
Hey!
I want revenge.
Hey, you know, we're all down for goblin death. That, I'm pretty sure no one here has any qualms about that. Although, we have been a little sidetracked lately. We have a few things that we've been meaning to do in the meantime.
What?
Because, well, I don't know if you noticed, but none of us are very well equipped. I have a basic sword here. None of us have armor. I mean, I don't know if we're really that equipped to handle a giant city of massive amounts of goblins. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So we've
Well,
been
I
trying.
don't... Do you have any money? You haven't... Do you have...
We have a small amount of money, but honestly, we're close to broke. So we've
Most
been
possessions come from the trash.
Yes. So we've been trying to do odd jobs here and there so that we can build up our funds so that we can get proper gear.
Okay.
So
How do you feel about that wraith?
what?
That wraith.
He
The
doesn't
wraith.
know. He doesn't know about the wraith.
What are you talking about?
An event that happened earlier that you probably weren't around for.
I definitely wasn't around for.
There was this ghost, and she killed some people. And we were not nearby.
Iris, is he
Luckily.
always this mad?
Huh? Don't put out now.
That sounds like superstition.
Well, no. I mean, the Inquisition was investigating it.
The
So, I
Inquisition
mean-
is still in town.
Yeah, they're still investigating it, so I mean, there's got to be some validity to it.
Oh, so he doesn't believe it?
No.
You're a loser.
Well, don't be mean to our new guest, Iris.
She's a bully.
How can you not believe in the things that are so obvious around us? Just open your eyes.
I'm sorry that I can't see ghosts.
Sooner
You'll
or later. Go ahead.
You'll have proof soon enough.
Yeah, he'll
If
probably.
you give me proof, I will give you 3 copper.
Hey, a bet.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I was just thinking. That reminds me. A bet. You know, I bet we could make a few dollars off of some bets.
That's stupid.
Oh, not at all.
I would like to remind you that you are also in the process of helping the fisherman with the lurker problem.
Oh yes, I know. But I mentioned to Damien. Well, you know, we had a little bit of work our way. Nothing major or anything like that, but there was some. I don't know if you know what a lurker is, but we were trying to kill these lurkers in the lake for some local fishermen. If you wanted to help us out with that, since you seem to be somewhat interested in helping, perhaps.
What are lurkers? Please inform me.
You ever seen a crab before?
Of course.
It's like a big thing. It's like a big crab.
Oh.
And it likes dead people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I'll come with you guys on that. Nothing
Well, we
better
can't
to
go
do.
now. They only come out at nighttime.
Oh, well, it's either that or I go out into the forest or a nearby. I go hunting, essentially.
Why would you go out in the forest?
Didn't you know? There's a dangerous bear out there named
Scary.
Brutus.
Brutus.
Brutus, he's ginormous. He
Hey,
could kill you just by looking at you.
I've
Not
had
really,
a close
but-
encounter with him before.
oh, you did you?
It didn't end very well. I'm very surprised.
I'm surprised you ever want to go into the forest again.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I point to the little scar on my head from where I hit the tree.
Is there a scar?
Yes.
Sure, if Damien says there's a scar, then yes.
Or it is. Okay. Well, that does indeed look like a scar.
It's a small one, but I got it from my encounter with Brutus.
I heard from a local, maybe trustworthy source. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, it was just a local guy. I don't know if he was trustworthy or not. I don't know anyone in this town. Anyway, but he told me that Brutus was a magical bear.
Yeah, well, that guy also told you that you could gain power by eating people's bones.
Oh shit! By the way, I need to keep doing that.
I don't want to be a part of this group anymore.
No, don't say that. No. It's okay. It's okay. A jest. Well, not exactly, but
If I wake up one of these days and I catch you nibbling on my toes, I will kill you.
I will not nibble on your toes unless it somehow grants me power. If so, I would probably do so to other people's toes first because, well, you know, there's no shortage of toes around.
This is a weird conversation.
This is indeed a weird conversation.
Right.
What can we do in the meantime?
Well, I actually wanted to research something in the library.
I want to go out and be productive. But if you'd like to come with me, see if we can find anything else.
Productive? Are you saying that studying your enemy is not productive?
Fair enough, but I would like to go earn money.
Well, that's what we're going to do tonight. But
But
we
like-
have...
I would like to do that during the day as well.
I mean, what time of
Even
day
if
is it
one
right
of
now?
you bother to research this
It's the
information,
morning.
even if one of you bother to research this information, you can simply relay it to the rest of us.
Well, yeah, but there's something I wanted to kind of start reading about that's going to take a bit of time in terms of... It's a craft, per se. An art form.
You want to learn how to craft? I made this bow.
Not
I look
the kind
at
of crafting I'm
Vidar
talking
very
about.
suspiciously.
Hey!
You're talking about bones again?
No bones. No bones.
Please, no bones.
Are you gonna use the bodies?
Mm-mm.
Those.
Bodies?
No!
What about all that meat in your backpack, huh? You gonna use that?
No! No such thing. No. Absolutely not.
What are you researching, huh?
Actually, I'll tell you. I wanted to start reading about poison.
Oh, you too? I was just researching before you came here about plants and which ones are dangerous and not.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, but then you came back and then yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to start reading.
I will say that, just so you're aware, the library here in the Beastmen Guild is not a full library. It is a library which contains useful information on creatures that the Beastmen would be dealing with. So it contains information about things related to monsters. It does have some herblore in it, mostly herblore related to things for healing or things related to things that can be used as poisons or weaknesses for certain monsters.
So, not really...
You're not going to find a detailed guide on poison making, but you might find information on special poisons for certain creatures.
Well, I wasn't interested in, like, poison making. I was just interested in, like, general plant knowledge.
There is some general herblore scattered about that you looked into, that you found. I'm just saying that it's not a full library.
Well, I know Damien wants to get on out there and get some work, but I don't think there's too much work in town outside of that, outside of those lurkers that were gonna look here at night. The only other thing we saw was that wraith, but I don't think we want to get involved with that because the Inquisition's all over that right now, and well, that's a little bit risky for us.
Well, I'm a hunter. I can easily go look for small game to get little bits and pieces of coin here and there, but there are other things. My talents don't only apply to hunting.
Oh?
Well,
I look
they're
at
multi-purpose.
Damien suspiciously.
What exactly else can you do? Damien?
It's multi-purpose.
Oh,
What is your multi-purpose?
Maybe I can help look for lost items that people will pay for. I'm not sure.
So you're planning on stealing people's items and saying
No.
that you found them when they asked you to find them?
No.
I bet him and Dorvin would get along really.
No.
Yeah, you guys should team up. You'd be a great pair.
Where is Dorvin?
He's away studying somewhere.
Oh, by the way, I had a quick question. How are your thoughts on... and I look around. Is there anyone around?
Nope, just you in the library.
I whisper, how are you on accepting sorcery?
Excuse me.
What's your opinion on it?
What is sorcery?
You know,
You
like,
don't even know what that is? Everybody, the whole Inquisition's here over about it.
you know, like magic powers. You never heard of magic before?
Only in fairy tales. I didn't really give them any. I didn't really think they were real.
Well,
You're a
Our
very
friend-
boring person.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. He just is practical in his knowledge.
One day,
But anyway.
we're gonna take you to Crete, and you're gonna see some things.
Oh boy.
So why are you asking for my opinion on this?
Well, you see, we have been looking into such matters, and, well, it's not exactly legal. You understand?
No, I really don't, but continue.
Well, basically, magic lets you do things that you wouldn't normally be able to. And, well, for some weird reason, the church doesn't like that. I don't know why, but they don't like it. Now, our friend Dorvin, who unfortunately is gone right now, had a translation guide to a supposed magical book that could have taught us perhaps some interesting magical talents. But, at least I'm assuming. I don't really know. I'm hoping that's the case. But anyway, he isn't here right now. So, we might have to wait till he gets back to figure out more of this magic stuff.
I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion on it. If it helps us, it helps us.
I mostly just wanted to make sure you didn't look at us as evil beings for wanting to learn more about it, is all.
Like, why would I look at you as evil? As far as I know of, you possibly eat people.
I don't. But I did talk about it, so I suppose that does make me somewhat suspicious.
Yes. But other than that, I mean, I don't know you people, so why would I judge you?
Fair enough. Well, let's see. We do need to kill some time before nightfall. I have a little errand I want to run in the local inn, but perhaps you and Iris could go hunting. You both have bows.
She would be a useful asset.
But
I'm better than you are.
Just make sure to be...
You want to put money on that?
No, I'm not stupid like you.
Just make
Very
sure...
condescending. She's hurting my feelings.
Oh no.
You're the one being rude.
Well, anyway, let's both meet at the Iris. You remember the way back to the lake?
Yes.
Bring
You dragged a whole pig all the way down through it.
Indeed I did. Now, let's meet back at the lake at sundown.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go do my thing, and you guys can go see if you can catch us some food.
Well, I guess I got nothing to lose but arrows.
Don't worry, I don't even know how many arrows I have left.
That's not good.
If you get in trouble...
Just run
wait.
away.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say do a bird call and I'd come running, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to hear that from miles and miles away. I suppose don't go...
Can I attempt to make a bird call?
Like a bird caller out of wood?
No. Like, can I try and, like, whistle like a...
Well, bird calling is kind of a thing done with your hands, but go right ahead. Give me a roll. I'll see what happens.
I mean, you could
28.
just...
You chirp like a morning sparrow.
Whoa, that's pretty good. That sounds just like a real bird.
Living in the forest for 3 years does something to you.
I guess when your only friends are birds, you kind of start becoming one.
That's not very nice, Iris.
I don't see any feathers.
No, but then you'd be actually useful.
What the hell? That's not very nice, Iris.
He doesn't believe in magic, and that's my whole deal.
I thought that was Dorvin's whole deal.
His whole deal's magic, but mine is being very superstitious. And believing all these weird superstitions and magics and stuff like that about demons.
True.
Don't worry, Iris. I'm sure that he'll understand soon enough.
Oh, I bet he will.
He's always...
You all concern me.
You concern me. You don't believe in any of these demons we've been fighting, and they're right in front of you.
The only demon I care about, as far as I'm concerned, are goblins.
Well, I guess
Well-
they count.
They are pretty prevalent of a problem right now, so I suppose that's good enough for me. So, well, I guess you guys can head on out, and I'm gonna head over to the inn. And we'll meet back tonight, sundown, at the lake.
All right. Iris, are you coming with?
Sure. It's not like I have much to lose. Unless you're planning on killing me in the forest.
Okay.
You're saying that about you.
Also, you two play nice. I'm not around to keep the peace, as it were.
As long as he doesn't deny any of my beliefs, I think we'll be fine.
All right.
Very well. Damien, Iris, what is it that you plan to do?
I would like to either go to the outskirts of town, somewhere where wildlife is, and go hunting.
That would be the forest, which is
There's a
to
forest.
the north of Narthwich.
I want to go there.
Are you going to follow him into the forest, Iris?
I guess so.
Very well. You travel into the forest. You are now inside of it. What do you want to do there?
Do you know any sort of... Have you ever hunted before?
A little bit.
What do you mean by a little bit?
I mostly lived underground.
What?
Yeah, it's a long story. Well, you just tell me what you know.
Well, I want to begin searching for tracks. See any traces of animals nearby.
Yeah, we can sniff them out.
Alright. Give me a roll.
53.
55.
Okay. What's your tracking skill, Iris?
27. Not
The
great.
both of you find a whole lot of fuck all.
That's quite rude.
Nope, you don't find shit. No tracks.
Doesn't look like there's anything over here. I want to wander around the forest some more.
Very well. Iris?
Could we perhaps go in hiding, maybe in a tree or in a bush, and wait to see if anything comes by?
Of course.
That's a good idea. I'll partake in that.
Okay, what do we roll for?
For hiding up in a tree, nothing. You can just wait if you want.
Okay.
I'll just say you climb the tree. So you're now just hanging out in a tree.
Does anything come by?
I thought maybe you'd have something to say.
Well,
Just letting you know that you are currently in a tree, next to each other, just hanging out.
This is normal.
this is indeed very normal for a hunter. You have good instincts.
Yeah, I thought you would have known to do this.
I don't do this very often.
High or low?
What do you mean?
Say
In the tree?
say either high or say low.
Oh, low.
Nothing go high.
I only get... you wait for some amount of time, I'll say a couple hours or so, but nothing comes by.
Dang, maybe we should look for some foxholes.
Maybe. I climb down, and I want to begin looking for either tracks or foxholes.
Well, you already tried looking for tracks, and you found nothing. You'll have to go to some different area of the forest.
Okay, well, Let's do that, I guess.
You wander deeper into the forest, high or low.
Low.
Give me a roll.
Oh boy, oh joy. Let's see.
I don't think you guys should go in the forest as often.
I did 40.
What's your perception?
7.
Damien, what did you roll?
I rolled 68.
All right. You both notice what is quite obvious to all of you, that there is burn marks on places along the trees and on the forest ground.
I freeze and I put my hand, my left one, like on his chest, and I whisper to him, "We gotta get out of here now."
I'm getting the same vibes here. We should probably start moving back.
As we start moving back, I tell him, "This is exactly what I saw at the farm before the farmer got killed by that wraith."
What?
Yes, the farmer's dead. That's why the Inquisition's there.
Okay.
So, what
High
happens?
or low?
Hi.
Okay. You make your way back to where you were before in the forest. Nothing seems to happen.
Well, this has just been an unproductive day.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't always even have the best luck with hunting, but I
Oh.
did what I had to.
We could go fishing.
We don't have any fishing rods.
I
Unless we
do.
plan on shooting the... Okay.
Maybe we could find some bait.
Um,
Can you perhaps craft a worm trap? Salamander trap?
maybe. Or we can just dig for them.
But then again, the pond has all those lurkers, and then there's no fish.
There's fish, just a lot less fish.
Yeah,
We
but
just
that
have to-
fisherman never catches any fish.
He also sleeps all day.
Well, it is an option. We just have to be careful.
But what are you gonna do? Break your hand while digging for worms?
No. It's not that hard.
Then why do we gotta be so careful?
Careful about the lurkers, Iris.
They don't come out in the daytime.
Right, my bad.
Yeah, and besides, we're in the middle of the forest. The lurkers are all the way over in the lake.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyway, can we try to make some kind of worm salamander trap?
Perhaps.
All you have to do is put a worm on a hook.
Yeah, but we don't have any bait.
What is it that you are What is it that you want to build? Tell me what it is you're actually trying to build before I say you can roll.
I want to dig for worms.
Okay, so you're not building anything. You just want to dig for worms. Okay.
She
Give
wants to
me
build
a roll.
55.
You muddy your hand and don't find any worms in the forest ground.
Nothing here today. Would you like to give it a go?
Yeah, sure. I guess I have nothing better to do. I roll a 3.
You manage to collect up a good 10 worms.
Nice job.
Yeah, I'm used to being in the mud a lot. Anyway, we're gonna go fishing now.
Alright.
I hand the worms and I put them in his hands and I start walking towards the lake.
Okay, so the two of you leave the forest.
I...
Damien,
Yes.
what were you going to say?
I was going to say I'm going to look out for any more animals that may be nearby as we walk out.
You don't see anything. Anyway, as you step out of the forest, as you exit the forest back out into sort of the plains area near the town, you feel a sharp pain on the back of your neck.
Both of us?
No, just Damien. A sharp pain, like a cut. You reach back and feel that you're bleeding, just ever so slightly. And a very, very, very cold, cool wind whispers through your ear, but it doesn't say anything.
Anything else?
Vidar, back to you.
I enter the local inn.
Yes, we are now a couple hours back when Vidar decided upon breaking up and going to the inn. You now enter the local inn. There are some people sat about, strewn about, sitting at tables, some people drinking, some people eating, a barmaid cleaning the bar counter, while another carries around some pints of ale to a few of the patrons of the inn's main hall. What do you plan on doing?
I say out loud for everyone to hear, I say, have at ye, lads. Who wants to arm wrestle me? For gold, well, money for money. I bet ye to any coward in here who feels man enough to beat me in an arm wrestling tournament.
Yeah, I'll take you on. A very large man, standing around 6'5", comes up. You believe that you've seen this man in passing. A farm hand who used to work for the now-dead farmer.
Well, they're a big guy.
I got plenty big enough arms to take you on, shrimp. Think you can beat me?
If you put your money where your mouth is, how about we make a bet on who wins?
All right, how much you willing to pony up?
I have shit money. 2 silver.
All right, I'll raise you that.
All right, then let's get this underway.
He sits down at a table and slams down his massive arm.
I'm a little nervous about this. But yes, I sit down as well, with fire in my eyes. Well, in a determined way, not actually.
All right, give me a roll, Vidar.
$10.
Ooh. It's a real struggle. The man is quite strong. You both sit there, putting your all into it, neither one of you managing to pull the other one in any way, one way or the other. But after a bit of time, you keep pushing and forcing your arm beyond, further. Slowly, his arm begins to falter. It starts to go down. Until finally, you hit his arm down onto the table, victorious.
That was good. You're pretty strong.
The man spits, tosses your 2 silver on the table, and walks out defeated.
I feel pretty good. I take my silver, and I'm like, damn, that guy was strong.
Your arm is rather sore now.
Fair enough. Okay, I take my 2 silver, and I go I'm trying to think how much time. I probably didn't take too much time doing that. So I head over to the general store really quick.
You enter into the general store. It is contained with items which you would consider to be quite general, as always.
Of course. I asked the general store guy. I think it's a guy. Is it?
It
changes.
It is a guy today.
Okay.
Hello, yes, I am the general store man.
That always gets me. Hello, general store man. Would you happen to have any weapons of the two-handed variety?
Weapon? I don't really sell weapons. I have some hunting bows.
Do you have staves?
I mean, I got a pitchfork, a threshing rod, that sort of thing. Not really a weapon per se, but I suppose you could use it as such if you needed to.
I don't think you have what I need right now, but thank you anyway. I'll be back later. Let's see.
Just go to the blacksmith.
I don't have enough money for the blacksmith. A claymore is probably like 20 something.
Iris,
I just want
talking to.
Psychic powers, psychic emo powers.
If only we had the spell message. But let's see. I think I'll head. Well, I don't know, because where would be a good place to get like a club or something? I don't know, just something. Oh, I know. Maybe the guild hall has some extra weapons lying about. And I run back to the guild hall really quick. And I ask around just anyone who will hear me. I ask around the guild. I try to find anyone who could tell me if there's any place I could get a two-handed weapon of any kind.
Well, you'd probably want to speak to the blacksmith.
Fucking damn it. Okay, I'll go to the blacksmith.
You go to the blacksmith.
Hey there. Oh yeah, I gotta get his attention because he's got the cork in his ear. Hey,
Tink,
Mr. Blacksmith.
Tink, tink.
Hey, you!
He pulls the cork out. Ah, hey, it's you again coming up here. You finally got some money to actually buy something?
I do have a little money, but and not quite enough, I don't think, for that great sword as of yet. But do you have any other things that are of the two-handed variety? Like I don't know, like a club or something?
I know you're looking to use your two-handed skill. I will let you know that dual-wielding weapons counts as your two-handed skill as well. Just so you know.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm like...
It's only one-handed if you use a sword and a shield.
Okay.
So
okay,
just
I'll
so
ask...
you have that knowledge.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, hey, do you happen to have any normal one-handed swords?
I'm guessing you're on looking for the cheap.
I don't have a ton on me right now, so yes.
Well, the cheapest I got here would probably just be this little simple sword here. I make them for the guilds.
How much would that run me?
Ain't much to it, but I'll give it to you for 3 silver.
All right, I can afford that. And I give him the 3 silver.
He hands you the simple sword.
Thanks. What time of day is it now?
You've been running around town a bit. It is now around noonish, maybe a little after.
And we still didn't agree to... Okay, I know what I'll do. I'll, Oh! I'm trying to think. I never did get in contact with that shady individual again. Although I don't want to do it tonight because we have to fight those guys. Oh yeah, I could. Is there anywhere else in town that has books?
The church would.
I doubt the church will have info.
The church has its own library.
I don't know if they'd have info on poisons, though.
Well, remember that poison is just a plant you want to avoid.
That's true.
So they might.
Okay. I head over to the church.
Very well. You go over to the church. The door is closed, but you can see light inside and motion as well.
I knock on the door.
The priest answers the door. Ah, hello, my faithful son. I heard about that incident with the mayor from earlier.
Yes, but we were proven innocent.
I knew a man of faith such as yourself could not have been caught up in such debauchery as that.
Oh, of course not, Father. You know me. But speaking of which, actually, I was hoping to. I've heard that you have access. You have a number of books in there.
Oh, yes,
And
of course. The Lord does love knowledge.
I just was wondering if I would be allowed to read some of that lovely. Dang it! I would love to be able to read some of the Lord's books.
Well, of course, my son. Come right this way to the library. I'm afraid our small town doesn't have much in our church, but we provide what we can for the locals so that they might further their education.
Yes, of course, Father. And I
You're
follow
free
him.
he leads you inside to the small little library area. Feel free to read and learn as much as you want from our few books here.
Thank you very much. And
the father leaves you.
I look for a book on forms of poison.
You try to find a book that contains information about poisonous material. Give
Yes.
me a roll.
48.
You manage to find a book on herb lore, which details several different plants that are known to be quite poisonous.
Okay. And I read about that. I probably read about that type stuff.
You read
until
about that until sundown.
Yeah. And then I head on out and head to the lake.
Alright, going back to Damien and Iris. As a reminder, Damien, you had something... the back of your neck was cut and is bleeding a bit, and you felt a very cold wind cut through you.
This is immediately after we leave the forest, right?
As soon as you walk out of the forest.
Apparently, I must have hurt myself somewhere.
Ah, what do you mean?
Apparently, the back of my neck is bleeding a bit. I bring my finger, I put my fingers back and rub the cut and bring my fingers forward.
Can I look at it?
What are you, sick?
I just wanted to see if it was infected.
Iris has some
Fine.
medicine skill.
Shh. Sure, you may.
Well, I don't have a lot, but I... Mount. Should I roll or just
No,
general
you
look
can
at it?
just look and I'll tell you what you see.
Okay, I look at the cut.
The medicine skill is just for you to be able to heal something, so... He hasn't taken any damage from this.
Okay.
You take a look at the back of his neck. give me a quick roll, just as far as identifying what you see.
49.
What's your natural world?
45.
And you rolled a 49. Okay. Unfortunately, you do not know exactly what this is, but you do recognize that a symbol has been cut into the back of his neck.
Ah, this is a terrible omen. Forest hates you.
What?
There's clearly a symbol here. It's
Did
not
you
just a
cut
normal
me?
cut.
Did you
I
cut
did
me
not.
when you were going
I
over
have
the
been
tree?
right beside you this entire time. You have seen me.
Where could this have come from?
I don't know. Maybe in the deep forest where all that fire was.
But there was nothing there that could have cut me.
Maybe. Or maybe. I hope it wasn't that wraith, but I think that only haunts at nighttime and also at the farmer's place. So maybe it was something else. Something else evil, who doesn't like you.
No one likes me.
Well, good reason.
Okay.
Do I?
Supposed to
see
laugh,
them?
supposed to go ha-ha and be like, "Huh?"
Are you guys headed towards the lake?
Yeah, we were heading out towards the lake because
We're going
worms.
to go fishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is earlier in the day, Vidar. You're not there yet, so...
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Okay, so you plan to go fishing, correct?
Yes.
Very well, you go out there. You only have the one fishing rod that Iris has.
That's fine.
Did you want to maybe speak to the fisherman about getting another one? Or no?
We could speak to him about fishing tips.
Yeah, no, I'm with her.
Okay.
You travel up the little bridge area up to his little fishing hut. You see the fisherman sitting in his chair with his head down, rod in hand.
He's not doing anything.
He's just sitting there, not moving.
I walk up to him and tap him on the shoulder.
Who are you?
I'm Damien.
Oh, another one. Are you with these guys going after the lurkers for me?
Yes.
Oh, did you guys come back with... got any good news for me?
Nothing yet. We'll be dealing with them tonight.
Well, actually, we did kill 2 last night, but we're still killing them.
Oh, that's how it goes. Taking them out, bit by bit. Every bit helps. I have been noticing a bit more fish as of recent.
That's great.
A few dead lurkers might not seem like much, but since they're as big as people, I mean, they can eat quite a hell of a lot,
Iris, don't you have questions?
Yeah, we were planning on going fishing. Do you got any tips?
Make sure your rod's baited and keep a feel out for when that thing starts a tingling.
Okay.
Only the best fishing tips.
Okay, well, I'm going to walk over towards another side of the lake, a little bit of away from the old man.
Okay.
You coming?
Yeah.
How deep is this lake?
Deep.
Well, it's deep enough to hold 10 or more lurkers, so, deep, but not too deep.
Is there We're close to the edge, right?
A little bit.
I'm talking to Cess and Master here.
You're close to the... Yeah, you're just on the bank of the beach. You're just kind of on the beach area.
Can I see any fish that swim up close to the edge?
No. The water is a bit murky.
Okay, well, it's your turn. I quickly give her one of the worms.
Alright, I put the worm on the hook, and I cast in the water.
Alright, give me a roll.
I roll a 2.
You managed to catch 10 whole fish before sunset.
Holy crap!
Oh,
What?
shit.
But
I got
you use up all your bait.
That's okay, man. I got 10 fish. We're gonna be eating good tonight, guys.
That's a lot of fish.
Well, nice job. You're a natural fisher.
Yeah, I
Vidar-
didn't even know that.
Vidar shows up after you've caught your 10th fish.
I showed Vidar my 10 fish.
Whoa, hey there. I didn't know you were such a good fisher person.
Maybe that fisher isn't actually that good of a fisher.
You think?
Well, he sold me this gear, so
It's not the gear.
You're better than that guy up there.
maybe if he wasn't sleeping all the time, he'd be a lot better.
Maybe you would be, I don't know.
What time is it now?
Sunset.
It's
you
time
would
for the
come-
hunt.
If you would kindly, Iris, I take off my bag and I open it up.
What's in there?
Give me the fish. You're not going to carry those by hand, are you?
Well, I got a backpack. We all got backpacks.
Okay.
I
Does
could
everyone
throw
have-
it
You're
in...
gonna have to break up the
bag.
fish between some of
Yeah.
your backpacks. It's 10
I'm gonna
fish.
divvy it up, but I'm not gonna give any to Vidar because he has disgusting meat in his backpack right now.
He's actually not carrying that in his backpack. He's just dragging it along.
He dragged along a pig. This would have been great to know 20 minutes ago.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
he
didn't know
chopped.
about my meat bag?
He chopped up a rotting pig that had been left out in the sun for a couple days. It's all maggoty, and he put it in sackcloth, and he's just dragging it behind him.
It's a very rancid-smelling bag of rotting pig meat and guts.
So you can have 5
Why
fish.
are you so happy about this?
Because you guys are not.
He's probably happy because that's the only thing that you guys can use to attract lurkers.
That too.
Yeah,
I-
I give Damien 5 fish to put in his backpack.
Sure, that'll be fine. But your backpacks are pretty well stuffed right now because of all the fish.
Okay.
So you'll have to find some use for them soon, if you want to clear up any space.
Of course. We'll do that.
Probably just eat them. If Dorvin was here, then we would already be out 4 fish tonight.
Why?
Because there's 4 of us, and we eat each 1 fish.
I thought he was just going to take 4 and do whatever.
I mean, that could be funny, but that's not...
Oh, yeah. I had a thought really quick for the Dungeon Master. It's been so long since we've had combat. I forget, do we have damage rolls?
I usually just roll those for you. I've been doing
you
it
do?
this whole time.
Oh, really?
I know the damage that each of your weapons does, so I just roll it and then apply the numbers to what the thing you're fighting is.
Oh, okay.
It's just faster that way.
Oh,
Well.
alright.
Let us begin talking about what we're going to do when the lurkers show up.
Oh, simple. We'll do what we did the last 2 nights.
Yeah, we go over to that dune over there, and we hide. And we leave out some rotten meat. And then when one of them comes up to and starts nibbling on the meat, we shoot them, and we have to make sure that they don't scream, or a bunch of lurkers will come out of the pond and attack us.
Good plan.
Yep. We've had days to think of this, so yeah, we're good.
All right. Where is this?
Right over there.
It's just over that hill.
Wanna
right.
Go ahead and get set up.
Yep. Let's all go sit up.
All right,
well.
you put the meat.
Okay, the meat has been placed out, and you're all hanging out behind a little hilly area, waiting for lurkers to show up onto the surface of the water.
Wait. I put the meat out, of course.
Well, he already said that.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know if he said that.
I said that, yes. Damien, high or low?
Low.
You wait for an amount of time much longer than you had the previous nights of doing this, and assume to yourselves that perhaps it's because of the lurkers becoming more skittish. However, as the night goes on and it gets a bit darker, once it gets to the precipice of dark as it can get, a mysterious, strange glow appears over the surface of the waters.
This seems really bad.
Hey, you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, you're not
certainly
just
hope-
hallucinating again.
I certainly hope I am.
The figure is human in shape, though you can't make out the features from this distance. It
Is that-
appears as though it's a woman,
Bro, dude,
dressed in a torn white gown,
Dude,
floating above
that's-
the surface of the waters.
I
Is
see.
that the Lady of the Water from King Arthur's legend?
No, dude, that's totally the wraith that guy said. Remember? The guy at the monster hall told us that they look like that. That they're mostly women and they always wear gowns. We gotta get out of here.
Didn't you say something about... Actually, SM, I gotta ask you.
Yes.
Did Iris read that they can only be killed via, like, oils, or is that
Yeah,
something
That
you
was
said?
something Ramon told you.
Ramon told us they can only be killed by special oils, and without it, we'll just die immediately.
I motion, I whisper over to Damien, Damien, we don't have the oil to be able to kill that thing. We should probably get out of here.
The wraith,
Probably for the best.
the wraith raises its right arm up with a finger extended, pointing straight at the three of you.
Oh, no.
Where's the Inquisition when you need them?
It screams, the scream of a banshee.
Run!
Run away!
Run away!
I jump up and bolt away as fast as possible.
I do
All
the
right, I'm
same.
gonna follow it.
Yeah. You run. Surprisingly, you aren't pursued, however, and make it all the way back to town.
Where's the Inquisition?
Oh, shit. Damn. I can't believe... Damn it. She got in the way of our kills. Man,
I
that
don't
thing's
think-
really becoming a problem.
I don't think we were gonna find anything either way.
Damien, your neck is bleeding profusely now.
Oh, shoot! We gotta get back to the monster hall and patch that up.
What
Hey.
What did she do to me?
Your neck has not been damaged anymore. There are no more cuts. But there is now just blood seeping out of where the symbol had been carved.
I told you, man. It was a bad omen. You must be cursed.
Oh, man, I wonder if you're marked.
Marked?
Yeah, I heard something about this. I think it was Ramon was telling us something about someone gets like marked and then they start hurting their shit and then after a while they kill them. So you might be marked for death, man.
Why me?
Maybe because you didn't
I don't know.
believe hard enough.
You, I think you did this to me.
You owe me 3 coppers.
Whoa.
Later,
Okay, look.
not now.
Wait, 1 second. Now, Damien, did you run across this thing before?
No.
No.
No, I mean, there was that weird thing in the forest where we came across markings on
What
trees.
weird thing in the forest?
We came across markings on trees.
What kind of markings?
It's the same kind of markings that we saw at the farm with those burns.
Uh-huh, that's what I thought. Okay.
What
We
I
need
want
to
to
go
know
talk-
is, why was it all the way out there?
It's a good question.
I thought it was
I
haunting
think-
that farmer.
Well, now it probably was, and now it's moved on to a new target.
But why would it be in the forest?
I got no idea, but it's clearly done something to Damien, and it's clearly possibly going to kill him.
Do you think if we tell the Inquisition, they'll kill him?
I don't know if I want to chance that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say we should go speak to Ramon. Maybe he knows of what kind of oils to use to hurt this thing.
So,
It might be our only chance of survival. Well, technically Damien's only means of survival. But we'll help you, buddy.
no. Okay, well, yes, I appreciate the help, but no jokes right now.
Oh, sorry.
Very inappropriate.
I mean, Anyway, let's go see Wait. Oh, yeah, it's late. He probably won't be able to do anything till tomorrow.
Do you want... I mean...
Nah, I won't
You're
bother
not
him.
okay with waking him up when you potentially are being chased by a banshee currently.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point. You're right. Let's wake him up.
You go back to the Beast Hall and wake Ramon up. Oh my goodness, guys, do you have any idea what time it is? What do you need?
We saw it. The Wraith, the Banshee, whatever it was.
The Wraith?
Yes! It appeared over the water, and it screamed at us. And then the Damien started bleeding from his neck.
Oh, shit. He's been marked for death by the Wraith.
I knew it.
I hate
There's
it.
only one thing you guys can do now.
What's that?
Well, we'll have to turn him over to the Inquisition. They're the
Why?
only ones
What?
that can deal with a Wraith.
Why
But-
turn me over?
Are you sure they won't, try to kill him or something?
What kind of monsters do you take the Inquisitors for? They're not going to kill a man marked for death. They're going to use him to draw out the Wraith.
Oh.
That's arguably worse.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's better than just killing you outright.
Well, it's your only real chance. Either you get used by bait by them, or it's just going to kill you.
Well, our options are kind of limited. Oh, Ramon, I do have a question. Outside of, actually relating to this. Do you know what kind of oil to use against such a creature?
Well, it would depend on the kind of wraith. But typically speaking, you need a spirit oil.
And where does one get spirit oil?
Well, you'll need lavender, mix it with wolfsbane, and the last ingredient is holy water from the church.
Lavender, wolfsbane, and holy water. Okay. Are those hard to get?
Well, the holy water, certainly. The wolfsbane is a little challenging. The lavender's fairly common.
What does the wolf's bane look like?
It's a flower.
Ooh,
What
what color?
does it look like?
It's a purple flower.
How many leaves?
It kind of looks like a bell.
Does it have
Bell,
any
that's
spots?
purple?
Purple bell.
Does it have any spots?
Nope.
Earth?
Wolfsbane looks like this. It's
Okay,
a
fair
purple
enough.
flower.
Pretty. That should be pretty easy to spot.
Oh, looks like we have no choice.
Well, I suppose gathering the materials for this oil might take too long. We might have to go to the church. I don't see many other options. Unless the Inquisition has some on hand, which I would assume they'd have to, considering they want to fight this thing. I mean, unless they're just dumb enough to attack it without any. Which is always possible, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like they should know what they're doing. Well, I know the Inquisition is investigating stuff, but do they have like a... I asked Ramon, do they have like a base right now where they're operating out of? Town hall, maybe?
They have tents just outside of town.
Okay. Well, I guess we should report...
The Inquisition
directly.
is kind of like its own army. And it moves like one.
Well, we should probably tell them sooner rather than later, or they'll ask us why we didn't tell them sooner. Come on, guys. Let's go tell them.
Well, I guess bait's the only option.
Better than death.
Death or death. Take your choice.
We head over to the Inquisition tents.
There's some people, you see some guys that are sitting around a campfire in their little encampment. Most people seem to have gone to sleep at this point, though.
Well, who are we looking for?
Well, why don't you ask?
Excuse me, sir.
Huh, what do you people want?
Oh.
Don't you know this is an Inquisition encampment? No civilians.
Yes, but we have information on that wraith you guys are looking for?
And what might that be?
Well, we saw it, and we think we know who the next person who is marked is.
And who's that?
This guy. I point at Damien.
I turn around and show him the marking on my
Before
neck.
you actually do that, he grabs you by the shoulder and flips you around, grabbing you by the back of the neck. He gives you a shove and then says, "You guys come with me."
Woohoo!
He leads the three of you to a very large tent. Wait out here. He goes inside. Soon after, a man dressed in white and red robes, going all the way down to the ground, and wearing atop of his head a strange hat, and holding in his right hand a holy book, emerges from the tent. "My children, I hear you have bad news for me."
We do, Father. Our friend here, Damien, has been marked by the unholy beast.
"You mean the Wraith?"
Yes, that.
Yes, my guard informed me as much."
we weren't exactly sure what to do. So
Well, I
we
wouldn't
thought...
imagine you simple farm folk would.
No, of course not.
This is a very, very serious matter. I'm afraid your friend is marked for death.
Yeah, we
There-
kind of know that already.
Is there anything we can do?
You personally, unlikely. But what we'll need to do is we're going to need to find the location of the Wraith's body.
Oh, well, we kind of sort of found a place in the forest with a bunch of markings.
Well, the
about
markings, burn markings on the trees.
Yes.
That would be it.
Hey!
You will lead us. We will go immediately. We need to go into the forest immediately and find this spot. Can you lead us there?
We can definitely try.
Oh, before we go, Father...
What is it, man? There's no time to waste.
Oh, absolutely. I want to help as much as possible. I thought I could help fight the Wraith with you guys. I've heard you guys use special oil to kill Wraiths. Do you have any? I'd love to help you guys.
Give me a roll.
$30?
And your persuasion?
58.
58, 30. Not quite good enough.
Oh, shit.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to give any of you civilians our special oil. It's quite difficult to make. I will be giving it instead to my more accomplished fighters.
Ah. Okay.
You
Damn.
there, lead the way into the forest.
What was he pointing
Men,
at?
get ready! What'd you say, Damien?
Who was he pointing at?
Iris.
Probably me. But we can lead together. Since we both went there.
Fair enough.
I follow.
The Inquisition grabs its men, gets its weapons ready, and follows you off into the forest.
On my way there, I nudge Dorvin and I jokingly say, "So, do you believe in ghosts now?"
You mean Damien.
That's what I thought I said Damien.
I don't want to talk about it.
I laugh at him and say, 3 coppers.
Later. We are busy.
You eventually find your way back into the area of the forest with the burned markings. The head priest says, "This is the blasphemous place. You there," pointing to one of his guards carrying a shovel, "begin digging here." Quickly they uncover the corpse of a dead woman. The father takes a handful of salt covering the body, a wooden spike which he drives through its chest, and then lights it on fire.
The dog pays close attention to this.
As he does so, you hear a screeching from the forest in all directions. The men seemed somewhat startled by this, but the father raises up his hands, a holy book in one. "Fear not, men, for the Lord shall protect us! Stand strong! Face your destiny!" You hear the banshee-like screech from before. A spirit rises up from the burning corpse, holding in its hand a flaming sword. The sword, you imagine it's hard to make out just how long it is. Is it 10? No, maybe even 15 feet. You can't tell. It almost seems to change shape at will.
That's a long sword.
It screeches and swings its sword. Several men charge forward. They try to block with shields and are cleaved in half.
Uh-oh.
The father continues. Face your destiny, men! The power of the Lord compels you, spirit! Evil be gone! The sound of the body sizzles and crackles, a screeching sound echoing from its bones. The wraith continues to cleave its sword, fighting with the men, but they begin to make cuts into its spectral form. Eventually, the wraith is finally cut down, and its spirit dissipates into the wind.
Oh, darn. I wanted to take a swing at it, even though it probably wouldn't have worked.
Six men were killed by the wraith that night.
Maybe best I didn't.
The mark on the back of your neck, Damien, you feel disappear.
Did I feel it disappear?
Yes, it goes away.
I rub the back of my neck. Feels smooth again. It finally must be gone.
The priest comes over to you, Damien, rubs a liquid onto the back of your neck, and begins some sort of spiritual enchantment of some kind, speaking words in a tone you can't quite make out, doing some kind of ritual.
I'm not going to interrupt him. I'm just going to let him do his thing.
After he finishes, the priest turns to all of you and says, "Well then, I thank you all for your help. I'm not sure we could have found that wraith's body on our own as quickly as we did. We feared that it would kill more. I suppose our business in this town is concluded. We'll probably pack up by tomorrow. Stay true to the faith, my children."
Yes, Father.
Is Vidar a member of this order?
Not exactly.
No, I'm just nice.
Fair enough.
It's always good to be kind to a group that can kill you.
That is also true.
I have a high persuasion. I kind of get ticks on people. I know what they like. Kind of, sort of.
So now what?
Well, now we can actually kill those creatures tomorrow without any problems from ghosts. But right now, we need some fucking sleep. What is it, like fucking, I don't know.
The moon is almost down.
Yeah, it's fucking, we need sleep, man. I'm tired as hell.
Well, shouldn't we try... Shouldn't we be rewarded for our place in this? We are
As if they're gonna pay us.
You never know until you try.
Okay, sure.
They're already gone, by the way.
Ah!
They already dragged off their dead brethren.
I had a feeling they were not gonna give us anything. But hey, you got your life. That's something.
Fair enough. Actually, no, not fair enough. I need another bow. Well, I guess let's get going.
Sorry. Kristen's dad came in for a second. Yeah, let's go back to the guild hall and sleep.
I
Very
begin
well.
walking.
And then in the morning, we can cook some fishes.
I don't know if this meat will even survive the night.
You all travel back to the guild hall.
Where did people in medieval times put things to keep cold?
In a cellar, typically.
Underground, yeah.
But I don't think it's too warm here, so probably just average temperature.
You all head back to the guild hall to sleep. You awaken...
Sorry, go ahead.
You awaken... well, what did you want to say?
I thought I would practice something, but then I just realized it's super late and I probably wouldn't want to do that, so I just got back.
You awaken in the morning feeling refreshed and experienced. You each gain 2 experience points.
Oh, yeah!
Do, 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 do.
I'm feeling good.
Yeet.
Please
Vidar.
never say yeet.
High or low?
Uh-oh.
Low?
You remember something. You remember that you, well, wasn't necessarily much of a choice, but when you fled the waters, you forgot to take your meat sack.
No, not my meat sack!
Probably for the best.
Damn
No,
it.
man, they're probably...
My meat. I spent a whole copper on that sack. Damn.
I'm sure there are better sacks out there than 1 minute.
No, you don't understand. There's no meat. We need dead meat to get them to come out.
Now we have to go and...
fish.
Yeah, but they're not rotten.
Give them time, they will be.
Yes, but we need rotten corpses. I don't know if rotten fish will do the trick.
I mean, I guess they
why
do
don't we
eat...
go research.
We could go get that flour, I guess.
Man, that flower's like a long way away. Isn't it like 4 towns over or something?
2 towns over.
Yeah, that's a long ass way.
I'm going 2 towns over to get a flower.
Does seem kind of far. Let's see. I mean, eventually we'll move on from this place. I can't imagine it has that much work, but I mean, I do want to finish getting those damn frickin' lurkers. It's like the one thing we've been trying to do.
Well,
Where else could we get a body?
We're in the
Oh,
library.
we could go to
The graveyard. Yes.
yeah.
Yes, your
Yes, I'm-
first plan, before the pig.
Yes.
I
Yes.
just
Let's
think
go
that's
to the graveyard
hilarious.
keeper.
Please do
All
not
right.
tell me you're going grave robbing.
No, we're asking the grave digger.
You're having
Yeah,
the grave
it's
digger
not-
grave rob.
No.
It's not robbing if you ask.
No.
Yeah, you couldn't come up with a rebuttal for that one.
I mean, you didn't check to see if the meat was still there.
It's probably not. We left it out in the open all night.
Behind a hill.
But do I want to... Well, that's right. The lake is pretty close to town, isn't it?
Yes, it's right nearby.
Okay, we'll go really quick just to see if the meat's there. My precious sack has been abused.
Sacked.
All right. High or low?
Hi.
You find where the sack was. It's
Was.
been ripped apart, and the meat is gone.
I knew it! Okay, fine. Graveyard it is. We asked that one guy where the graveyard keeper was earlier.
Yes, the graveyard is behind. There's a graveyard behind the church, and there is a mortician who lives in a house along the graveyard behind the church.
Let's go there.
You do so. You go to the graveyard. Does anybody else have any plans to go anywhere else, or just all going to the graveyard?
I'm gonna go back and go hunting. I don't want any part of this.
Oh, dear God. Do you really want to get lost
that worked
in the woods
out
again?
so well for you the first couple of times.
Why do you want to keep going to the woods? I feel like that's a dangerous place to be, man.
Probably.
What if you get, like, hurt and damaged and you can't get back here? And then you're lost and we can't find your ass.
It happened once before.
Then why would you do it again?
I'm not going in.
You're
I
not?
just want to look at the edge.
The edge.
Yeah, the edge of the forest.
Can I... What? The edge of the forest?
See if anything's there. We have to get money somehow. I'm somewhat good at tracking.
I mean, that's what we're getting this shit for. Okay, whatever. You go ahead. You set some traps or something.
Do I still have my snare, or is it still gone?
You lost that.
Damn.
Alright,
Well,
so Damien heads off to go and stand at the edge of the forest.
come on, Iris.
Vidar, Iris, you go to the graveyard to speak to the mortician, who is currently there.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, what who are you people?
Ludo!
What do you want?
Well,
I don't know exactly how to ask this, but
look, we're trying to take care of the lurkers in the lake, and we just want to know if you had, like, I don't know, some spare bodies or organs or parts or anything.
Ooh, maybe I should have
It
done
is,
that.
generally considered to be quite, well, it's quite frowned upon to give the bodies of dead family members to people who want to use them as bait for weird fish monsters.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. I just thought maybe, like, I don't know, someone had found, like, parts, not even a body, just, like,
Well,
guts or something that you had lying around.
Why would I keep guts?
I don't know.
What kind of man do you take me for? I'm not an executioner.
no. Well, here's the thing. Those people are already dead. You get a fresh supply all the time. And, I mean, are these people really going to miss a couple organs out of their friends? I mean, they're already dead. What's it matter?
Give me a roll, Vidar.
22.
Your persuasion?
58.
Well, I do suppose you make a good argument. All right, look, I'm not supposed to do this, but if you pay me a little copper my way, I might be able to look the other way and get you a few organs.
Hey. Hey, Iris. How much money you got?
I got 10 coppers.
No silver?
I got 2 silver.
You
But we
got-
have to keep in mind that we only get a copper for every body that we kill. Unless the farmer's just going to give us a lot more for the total job.
He might. But, let's see. You got more money than me. I only got 2 coppers and 1 silver. You might have to help pay.
I guess it depends.
I would recommend to you that you only get an organ from him at a time, so you're not lugging around bags of meat
Bags of organs.
that could potentially be lost and then, eaten.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll just take one organ for right now, and if we need any more, we'll be back.
He holds out his little grubby hand. You'll need to pay him 4 coppers.
Iris, I technically don't have 4 coppers. I have a silver, but...
4 coppers for 1 organ?
It's an organ. It's a
Yeah.
dead human organ.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
He could get in a lot of trouble for this.
I'm saying that I don't know if it's worth it because we don't get a lot for the bodies that we're killing. Like, are we spending more than what we're getting here? Like, I could just, shoot a couple birds and we could leave them out to rot and use those.
Perhaps we should have thought of this before we talked to him. Also, we don't know if bird carcasses work.
He's still holding out his hand, waiting.
I'm saying that it's probably not worth it because 1 organ gets us 1, maybe 2 dead bodies, and each of those are only worth about a copper.
We don't know. We might be able to kill some more now.
Unless we kill more than 4, then it's not going to be worth our time.
We'll just have to kill more than 4.
I don't think this is a good investment.
Fine, I'll do it. Do you have change for a silver, sir?
Of course.
I figured you did. Here,
He hands you back 6 coppers.
Okay.
You now have a nice, ripe human organ.
Awesome.
Damien, you're on the edge of the forest. What are you doing?
I'm watching.
Watching what?
Watching for animals.
High or low?
Hi.
Nothing comes by that you notice.
Well, this is a waste. Maybe we should have a different job.
I feel like the hunt... You're not getting much from being a hunter.
I'm gonna go back to town.
You're
This
already
ain't
in
worse.
town.
No,
You were just looking at the forest from town.
I meant before I wanted to stand on the edge of it, but you know what? Okay, that works too. Okay, so I'm gonna go find Vidar and Iris.
Very well. You find them exiting the morgue.
How did
What
it
time?
go?
We got him up.
This dimwit over here paid way more than he should have.
Probably, but
What
I
do you
mean, I paid 4 copper.
for
An
An
organ.
organ.
1 organ. Well,
Yes.
I mean, I hope we're getting paid enough.
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
Look, tonight we're just going to have to try to kill a little more.
I'm telling you, we could just use corpses of other things that are much cheaper.
We'll
That's
do
what I've
that.
been saying with the fish.
Look, we'll try
We're
that.
eating those fish. In fact, we need to cook these fish, some of them, and eat them. Because we haven't eaten
have
in a
enough
while.
fish.
We should
No,
probably-
we just haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah, we haven't eaten today.
You didn't eat
That's
at all
fair.
yesterday.
That's fair.
I'm saying we
Yeah,
need to
I'm
cook
kinda
3
hungry.
fishes and eat them.
Fair enough.
Yes. We can
Let's
do
go.
that. I'm trying to think. Would there be like just a area in town that has a fire? I don't know.
I highly doubt they'd let us.
Maybe
pop
at
up.
the guild hall they have a fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to just go out and craft a fire real quick, but yeah, while we're out waiting for the
That's
lurkers.
not
but okay.
crafting.
That-
That's survival.
Which he has
That would-
very high skill in.
I
Oh,
mean, I'm just saying.
if he does, then
I mean, she can hunt. She can hunt for birds, something alternative
Or fish, or whatever.
or whatever. And while we wait, I can make fish, or I can try and make a fire so we can cook the fish.
You're trying to make fish.
It's the
Trying to make
afternoon
fish.
right now, by the way.
Plenty of time.
So, if you want to, perhaps I'll just suggest to the party that you could always set up a camp nearby the lake. Since it's going to take you a little bit to make a fire
That's
and cook.
what I was just suggesting.
sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and start heading towards the hill that we were at last time.
Very well.
I'll be over by the hill. You guys know where to
Iris?
find me.
Iris, Vidar.
I'm gonna need
what's
some
on-
more worms.
Okay. Give me a roll.
$11.
You find another 10 worms. Just you dig your hand into the ground right in the middle of town and just pull out some worms.
Yummy.
Vidar.
I'm trying to think of what I want to do.
While he's thinking, Session Master,
Yes.
how big is Northwich?
It's the second biggest town in Greenfield.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Well, I guess now it's the biggest.
Oh, I know. Are there any plants nearby?
In town?
Oh, I thought we were by the lake.
You haven't gone there yet.
Oh, where are we right now?
You're just standing in the middle of town.
Oh.
Remember? Damien just kind of wandered off. And then Iris shoved her hand down into the road of the dirt road and pulled some worms out. You've just been standing there.
Oh, okay. Hey, Iris, let's meet at the lake later. I'm gonna go do something.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and see if I can fish any more fish.
Okay. And I go to the church again.
Okay. You're at the church. Real quick, Damien, what do you do now that you're at the lake? What are you doing?
I want to begin. I want to start by trying to make a fire, a small campsite.
Okay, give me a roll.
26.
You build a small encampment. Not one with shelters, as it won't be necessary, but you do build a little area for sitting around a fire. And prop up some sticks that you place some of your fish onto to begin cooking.
Do I need to roll again to see if I light the
No,
campfire?
no, you're just cooking the fish now.
Okay.
And Iris, you're heading over to the lake, right? I'll say you're already at the lake, in the midst of Damien building the shelter, but you arrive before he finishes. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to fish.
Give me a roll.
17. I'm getting really lucky today.
I know, right?
What's your survival skill?
Oh no. 16.
No.
You don't catch any fish this time. Not a one.
Oh, come on! I
How
catch
much-
so many yesterday.
How many?
You don't lose any bait, but you don't catch any either.
This is stupid.
You say aloud.
Are you okay?
No!
Vidar.
Yes, I go to the church, knock on the door, go to the library, unless something happened that. And
Nope, you just go to the library.
I go to the library and I try to read up more about where I left off yesterday on poisons.
Give me a roll.
$28.
You read through the book on herb lore some more, trying to learn the names of various plants and their distinctive features.
Yay.
What are you doing afterwards?
After that, what time of day would it be after that?
It's sundown, I'll say.
Then
Time
I head to
for-
the lake.
Yes.
Our ritualistic killing of the lurkers.
Ritualistic attempts, I would more say.
Yeah, that's a better description.
You arrive there, you see Damien has gone through the process of smoking up some fish, which are now done.
Oh, fish.
Iris has failed to catch any more, and is quite upsetted by this.
Because she's a bad fisherwoman.
I thought I was.
I take one of the fish and I eat it.
You eat a fish.
I
Nom,
shall
nom,
also eat a fish.
You eat a fish.
Make sure to
Delicious.
subtract the 3 fish from your inventory.
The question is, whose inventory did they come from?
Well, yours, because you
Yours.
set up the
Right,
fire.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Remember, you held out your bag and were like, "Put the fish in here." Anywho, let's go hide. Oh wait, let's put this organ out for them to smell.
You better hope you get a lot of lurkers.
I'm hoping. And I put the fresh, delicious organ the lurkers to see on the beach.
Damien, did you eat the last fish?
The last fish.
Yes,
Yes.
you cooked 3. Very
Yes,
well.
yes.
You do have to specify these things.
Sorry, my bad. Forgot.
Now then, you all wait, after putting out your fire, of course, for the lurkers to show back up.
While we wait, I reach into my bag real quick, and I pass Iris the 3 copper I owe her.
Thank you, go.
You got lucky this time.
It wasn't luck. I just knew I was right.
So
You were the
where-
one who got lucky.
Thank you, both of you, for helping me out with my little marking issue, and I point towards the back of my neck.
No problem.
Where are you from, both of you?
Oh, you go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from Dorne.
Where is that from?
What's up? It's north. Far north. Really cold up there. I mean, it's not that cold to me, but I'm assuming it'd be pretty cold for you.
Doesn't that mean you get hot really easily?
It does. I'm feeling pretty warm right now.
And you, Iris?
I'm from Crete. It's a bad place.
Yeah, Aragon wasn't exactly the best either.
Ha! You should try Crete for once.
To be
Great.
fair, if it made you into what you are now, I wouldn't want to.
As you're
Children,
talking,
children.
there is a stirring in the waters.
Ooh.
A sight which you've become quite familiar with at this point. The head of a lurker bobs its way out of the water and slowly makes its way onto land, moving in a fashion which you can only describe as lurking. Up onto the land towards the meat which has been laid out. You see another one come out as well. There are two now on the beach.
All right, you guys got the bows. You
I do.
fire off your shots, and then I'll jump down to ambush.
You're really wise to be jumping down there and taking them on by yourself.
I wouldn't say that's wisdom.
I'm not. It's not by myself. You guys are covering me with arrows.
No? Are you going down there, Iris? I think it'd be smart
We
to fly
No,
ground.
you shoot from that location.
We stay
guys
up here and we shoot,
up
and then
there.
he goes down when we injure him, and he kills them off, and he gets their claws.
Are claws the only thing valuable on these things?
Well, we cut off their
No.
heads, but they don't have any, so we keep their claws as proof for the fishermen.
Okay, well,
They have
I'm ready.
one big claw and one small claw.
I
So-
ready an arrow.
Very well. The things have begun eating the organ meat at this point.
On my mark.
They are now done eating the organ meat.
I'm going to take my shot.
Fire.
Yeah. I also fire at one of them.
Okay? Give me a roll, both of you.
45.
29.
Iris fires a shot right into the eye of one of them. Damien misses his shot completely. The one that's been shot begins screeching.
I jump down.
You
Quick,
do so.
Get it!
I run towards the one that's screeching,
You do so.
and I take I pull out my swords and I stab him with both blades.
Give me a roll.
$37.
Just a moment. I forgot to get a dice for this one. There we go. Got it.
I've been rolling pretty decent tonight.
You charge down the hill, rushing forward, going, ah! You leap in the air, holding both blades in an ice pick grip, and plunge them down to the top of the skull of the lurker. The thing dies. The other lurker is still standing there, though, and is going to try to snap at you. Give me a roll.
Uh-oh. 63.
Your two-handed skill is what again?
60.
All right. The two of you flail around a little bit, neither one of you managing to do anything. You aren't too adept at dodging, but thankfully the lurker is a bit dazed by the sudden appearance of you and is unable to actually get a hit off on you. Each of
Nice.
you may now make an attempt on the lurker.
Alright, I'm gonna take another shot with my bow.
Give me a roll, Damien.
47.
47. High or low?
Low.
Vidar, an arrow is shot into your back, right between your shoulders.
Oh, come on!
I jump up and say, "What have you done?"
Ow! Fucking hell, man!
Sorry!
Vidar,
Whose
you
side
take
are
4
you on?
points of damage.
Ah!
Apparently,
Damn
I'm more
it.
deadly with this than Lurkers are.
Iris, do you have anything you want to do?
I'll try to shoot the lurker.
Very well, give me a roll.
32.
You fire off a shot and it lands. It hits the lurker, but mostly a grazing blow. It doesn't seem to do too much. Vidar?
Angered, I turn to the side and stab at the lurker. 49.
All right. You take the sword in your left hand, pin the claw of the lurker up, take your other sword, swinging it back into an ice pick grip, and stab it right in between the eyes of the lurker, killing it dead instantly. Of course, you're still quite in pain and have an arrow sticking out of your back.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. Any more?
Yes,
I
the
have
water
one
is
more.
stirring.
Bring it on!
Are you sure this is wise?
Fine.
4 more lurkers come out of the water.
It's fine.
you sure?
Before they come out to land, Damien as well as Iris, you have a chance to hit them before they reach the land.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Okay, I show.
Oh,
I is
40?
78.
Your shot is overshot and lands pathetically in the water past the lurkers.
I rolled a 40.
You fire a shot right between the eyes of one of the lurkers as it comes up, and it dies and sinks back into the water. The other 3 come out onto land.
Where is Vidar? How far is it?
He's
away
still
from
on the.
Lurkers?
He's just standing there on the land.
You should probably start backing away.
No, I don't have a long-range weapon.
You are fighting against 3 lurkers.
Are they attacking together, or...?
They are a group, yes. You may attack the group.
I attack the group.
Very well. Give me a roll, Vidar.
$60?
And your two-handed skill is?
60.
The lurkers manage to defend off your blows.
Darn.
Trying to fight so many at once proves itself to be quite the challenge. The lurkers are now going to try to hit you in turn. Are you going to take a defensive action or an aggressive action?
I'm trying to remember how we did that.
Aggressive action means counterattack, but it means that you have a lower chance of success. Defensive action has a higher chance of success, but it means you won't do any damage to them.
Counterattack.
Give me a roll.
$55.
The Lurkers surround you and begin to wail on you, pincing you with their claws and hitting you with their spikes and arms. You take 5 points of damage.
Uh-oh. How much? 5?
5.
Shit.
How much are you on?
3.
Hey, do we get our health back after we sleep?
You get 1 point every night.
1?
Okay.
Yes.
You're gonna
Come
be
on,
in bed a while.
Fucking hell.
All right.
If we get medicine applied to it, does that increase the rate a little bit?
It can. It can. Depending on the wounds, it can. Just a little bit. Okay. Iris, Dorvin, or not
Dorvin?
Damien. You went with another D, okay? So it confuses me. I'm used to saying Dorvin. Damien, Iris, are you going to do anything?
I'm going to roll another attack.
Okay, Iris.
Dice, bless me, please.
I go for another arrow blow as well.
As you wish. Fire. Give me a roll.
I got a 5.
Ooh. All right. Iris?
36.
And your archery?
50.
All right. Iris, you shoot a bolt right into the eye of another one of the Lurkers and is severely wounded and screeches out, but is not taken out. Damien, you fire another bolt, this time right between the eyes of a Lurker, and it dies instantly.
Yeah!
What was that?
That was me.
All right. Vidar?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think. How much damage is their average or whatever?
I'll be back.
Like, do they do like 2 to 3? What was their... Or is it like 3 to 4?
Each one does a d4 of damage, if successful.
Any number of them can kill me right now? Well, or at least knock me out. I forget how that works. At 0 HP, you're knocked out, right?
Yes.
But you're
there
not
are
killed.
Instances where 0 can mean death, but
Not usually.
this one, it won't, I will say.
Well, I don't have any long-range weapons, and they're probably going to attack me from behind anyway, so I attack the wounded one.
Well, you're attacking a group of 2.
Oh, right, I forgot. Okay, I attack the group of 2 with my blades.
All right, give me a roll.
32.
In one swift swing of your right blade, you cleave through the head of the damaged, wounded Lurker, killing it. You drive your sword through the abdominal region of the second one, and it bleeds out a lot and screeches in pain. But it doesn't quite die, and is going to attack you.
Oh no.
Are you going to take a defensive action?
Yes.
Get out of there!
Defensive action.
Give me a roll.
$40?
You manage to stave off the attack.
Oh,
Though-
thank God. Oh,
Only just barely by swinging your blade to defend against a pincer claw that almost wrapped itself around your neck.
oh dear Lord.
Damien, Iris, you have an action that you can take now.
I'm going to take another shot.
Okay, give me a roll.
Hit me.
56.
And you're okay. High or low?
No!
No! I'm going to go high.
Your shot misses and falls into the water behind.
Oof. Jeez.
Iris?
I'll try to shoot. I
Come
roll
on, just one more.
a 20.
Excellent. You fire off a bolt, hit the lurker in the back of the head, and it falls down dead.
Ah, jeez. Are there no more?
That
Are
was
they
the
gone?
last lurker in the lake.
Oh, shit. Man, we better get some fucking experience for this shit.
What
damn.
are you talking about? Have you bled too much?
Yeah. I
Well,
think I
yeah,
have.
no thanks to you.
I said I'm sorry.
Man,
You shot a man in the back!
I think you did more damage. You did more damage than these damn lurkers did.
I will try and find something to help you.
Ah, jeez. Oh, it's only an arrow in my back. Oh, great.
We'll
If
have
it
to
makes
go
you feel better, you can keep it.
Oh, gee, thanks for the gift.
We'll have to go to the Beast Man and see if they can do anything about this.
I
Yeah,
want to immediately begin searching for any medicinal flowers. Any that I might already know of.
Well, what are you all planning on doing now?
I already said what I want to do.
Let's get some of these claws.
You collect up the claws.
Okay.
We
I
can
don't-
worry about getting to the fisherman tomorrow. Right now, we gotta get this arrow out of your back.
Yeah, I can't sleep on my back this way.
Let's go to the monster hall and...
Yeah, I think they have a doctor or something there, maybe.
Okay. You travel back to the Beastman Guild and inform Ramon of the unfortunate accident. He laughs. He laughs a lot.
I'm glad to. I'm glad to see you can take my pain so lightheartedly.
He, of course, takes you to the doctor in the hall, laughing the entire time, and laughs as he leaves.
But are Lurkers that pathetic?
He's laughing at the fact that he shot you in the back.
Oh, right. Damn it.
The doctor manages to get the arrow out of your back without much issue and patches you up and gives you some ointment for a few of your scrapes and bruises.
Thank you, Doctor. And after that, I go to bed because I'm feeling like shit.
Everyone goes to bed then?
Did we loot the corpses of the lurkers?
They don't got
They're
anything.
lurkers.
They're just
Well,
monsters. I
Like
don't
the
think
claws and shit that you guys mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
They
you
got
said
it.
we got them.
Yeah,
Okay, I missed that part.
I doubt they would have anything else on them
They couldn't
No,
have
I
anything.
just meant like the claws and stuff. They're monsters. They're not going to have anything.
unless they have like a gold piece in their belly or something, which
They
I doubt.
have
We'd
disease.
be
Do
lucky.
you want to cut them up? Do you
Yeah,
want to cut them open to
No,
get
I'm
some
good.
AIDS?
We'd be lucky if one of them had a gold piece in their stomach.
That would be super lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So you all go to sleep, right?
Sleepy time.
Yeah.
Sleepy boy.
You awaken fairly early the next morning, feeling refreshed and more experienced.
yeah.
You all gain 4 experience points.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like
That's
we get
awesome.
2 more or we get 4 more.
4
Get
more
4 more.
experience points.
That's awesome. We're at 6 right now. Yeah. That's good. That was some good XP right there.
And Vidar,
Although-
you regained 2 points, 2 hit points.
Yay. That means I'm sitting at 5.
Let's go to the fisherman and get some money.
Yeah, fisherman.
Okay. You travel your way to the dock. You see the fisherman sitting at the end of the pier, not moving, head down, holding his rod.
I
I've
poke
seen
him.
this.
Guess what, fishman?
What's with you folks? You finally take care of those lurkers? My accent is going between 100 different things.
Yeah, we killed them all.
Did you now? Got any proof?
Yeah, check it out.
I hand him the claws.
Well, looks like you sure as shit did.
There was some.
I
We had.
thank you, folks.
There was some more, but they ate the claws that we had.
The fisherman goes and retrieves a small box. Well, I'm afraid that when I put up that bounty for it, I was expecting to just be paying 1 folk, not 3 of them, 4 of them, however many for you folks is, but this is all I'm afraid I can afford to give you. He pulls something out of the box and puts it in Vidar's hand, as Vidar's closest to him.
What is it?
It is 1 gold piece.
Ooh.
10 silvers.
Our first gold piece. We've never held a gold before.
I really do want to thank you folks again. Come by around any time.
Thank you so much. And we're glad to help.
And with that, we will end today's session.
Man.